The Holy Gospel according to Mark. Glory to you, O Lord. People were bringing little children to Jesus in order that he might touch them, and the disciples spoke sternly to them. But when Jesus saw this, he was indignant and said to them, "Let the little children come to me. Do not stop them, for it is to such as these that the kingdom of heaven belongs. Truly, I tell you, whoever does not receive the kingdom of God as a little child will never enter it." And then he took them up in his arms, laid his hands on them, and blessed them. The gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, O Christ. We almost know the story by heart. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Over the course of the 6 days of creation, God speaks something into existence, and so it appears. Let there be light. And there was light. Let there be sky and waters and sun and moon and stars and animals on the ground and birds of the air and fish in the seas. And so they are. And at the end of each day, God saw that it was good. All was good, and by the 6th day, when creation was nearly finished, indeed, it was very good. And then all of a sudden, it is not good. What is not good? What about creation has gone awry? Well, today's story from Genesis 2 is another creation story entirely, distinct from the first. I can't help but wonder if the writer of Genesis, in putting quill to parchment and the final manuscript as we have it today with these two stories side by side, may have used these phrases as a literary technique to grab our attention. Even if it is pure speculation on my part, the repetitive nature of "it was good, it was good, it was good," and on for 6 whole days, and then the sudden "it is not good" is jarring. The stark departure from the pattern jumps off the page and calls us to pay attention. Something is not good. Something is wrong. It is not good that man should be alone. As solid as many of our English translations are, this is where it helps to know a little bit of Hebrew. It is not good that the Adam should be alone, a being without gender, from which we do get the name Adam, who is by tradition the first human who is genetically male. But Adam by itself is a being without a distinct gender, a creature formed from the dust of the earth, the Adamah, the ground, this earth creature, or earthling, if you will. It is not good that this creature of the earth should be alone. Now, it's almost humorous that even God doesn't seem to know at first what other creature might be found as a suitable helper. The cattle, the birds. No. Another Adam. Another creature formed from this first one, from the same earth. From its rib. Again, this is where it's helpful to know a little bit of Hebrew. More generically, from its side. This is another creature like Adam, formed from Adam, a creature equal to and finally suitable as a helper and partner for Adam. And you know who else gets the designation of helper in the Bible? We heard it 2 weeks ago. God is my helper, the psalmist writes. This is not some diminutive, subservient helper who serves another. This is a partner on equal footing, perhaps one who is even stronger and more powerful, as some scholars have suggested. And here at last is a suitable companion for Adam, a co-caretaker of creation, one like Adam, made in the image of God. Here at last is community. It is not good to be alone. From the very beginning, we are created to be in community with one another. The isolation of the past year and a half has been hard on many of us because we're not wired to live that way. We crave connection and relationship with one another. In the early days of the pandemic, I remember feeling that isolation intensely as someone who lives alone with no spouse or children or even a roommate. And so for me, my pets became my lifeline. Other breathing creatures with heartbeats in my home, with personalities all their own, perhaps even just as complex as human personalities, certainly more entertaining most of the time. Those of us who have pets have long considered them to be parts of our family. But for me, that fact was underscored over the last year and a half, and I've come to appreciate my own little menagerie more and more, even when I spot their dusty little paw prints on my stovetop, or I'm cleaning up the most recent thing they've found to indiscriminately knock over. As we celebrate this feast day of St. Francis with today's blessing of the animals, we recognize that animals are an inextricable part of our lives. They are a part of our community, and they make us feel less alone. Even if you don't have pets, think about the birds that sing their song in our yards and in our neighborhoods, or the squirrels that scurry across the lawn and up the trees. You can even download apps that will lull you to sleep with the sound of crickets chirping. These too are a part of our community. We are not meant to be alone. God knows that too. God knew that from the very beginning. God didn't want the first human to be alone, so God made a helper and a partner, someone like them that they could share their life with and talk to, someone to make them feel loved and important, and someone they could love and care for in return. And even in the moments when we do feel alone, even if we're the only other human around, we can remember too that we are a part of the community of all creation. A community that Francis celebrated and cared for. A community entrusted to our care as co-creators and co-caretakers with God. A community that we celebrate and bless this day. God saw everything that God had made, and indeed it was very good. Thanks be to God.